Welcome back. You're listening to the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM, and we've got some carryover leagues to gloss over. And Hume, well, is not one of them because there's a grand final this weekend. So it's business as usual with Carla Fletcher, our resident expert from all things Hume Netball. And there's some surprising results to talk about before we look ahead to the grand final weekend. Carla, lovely to have you back with us. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, Alice, and you're well?
Yes, not bad. Certainly up and about, a spring in my step, because I thought we might get a bit of a exciting and unpredictable finish in this league, and that's exactly what we've been given. And we're going to talk more about that a little later on, but I want to start with a focus on the junior side of things. So let's talk all things 11 unders, 13 unders, 15 unders, and 17 unders. We can go in any order you like, though, Carla. Tell us about the prelims, how they went on the weekend, and the grand finals that we've got to look forward to this weekend.
Yeah, look, it certainly was a great day of close games on the weekend, and the girls all played in some really hot conditions, so the temperatures soared a little bit from what we're used to at this time of the year. But in our 11 and unders, we saw Henty 24 defeat Howlong 21, and best on court went to Courtney Liskey from Henty. In the 13 and unders, Holbrook had a good win against BB Saints, 30-19, with a mid-court player, Taylor Fluin from Holbrook, taking out best on court. In the 15 and unders, Lockhart were victors against Henty by 4 goals, with best on court awarded to Lockhart centre Macy Matthews. And in the 17 under grade, Henty and Holbrook, they fought out a really tough game, with Henty eventually winning by 4 goals, 45-41. And Henty's Madison Haynes was awarded best on court. So there was certainly some great games across all the junior grades last Saturday.
Okay, give us a very brief preview of how things might go in the grand finals for these grades this weekend.
I think, all the games will be quite close. Osborne will be playing Henty in the 11 and unders, and Osborne were last year's premiers. So they're really keen to, take that title back again. And in the 15 and unders, BB Saints will take on Lockhart. And, BB Saints has been a pretty informed team this year, and Lockhart will have to work really hard to, take the game on Saturday, but you never know what will happen. So, fingers crossed in that game. And at 11 o'clock, the 13 unders, Ginger will take on Holbrook. And in the 17 and unders, Billabong Crows will play Henty. And Billabong Crows have been a pretty informed team all year, and they'll be going for back-to-back premierships as well in the 17 and under grade.
Fantastic. There we go. Well, it's all set to be a very big finish to the juniors netball in Hume Netball, and we really thank you for all your coverage of the juniors this year. I know it's not quite the same comprehensive reports that we do for the seniors games, Carla, but it's not easy to keep across every grade, and you do as better a job of that as anyone that we speak with. So very well done to you. And it's time to talk seniors netball now. So I guess we'll start with C Reserve. Just tell us how they got on in prelim final action on the weekend, because there's some seriously big grand finals to look forward to this weekend in the seniors comps.
Yeah, look, the biggest win for the day last Saturday was in C Reserve, and best on court, Natasha Gowland helped her team Osborne advance to the grand final. They had a 20-goal win against Lockhart. And in C grade, Osborne won 46-44 after a last quarter fight back from Holbrook. And Millie Walsh from Holbrook, she was best on court. And in B grade, defender Sarah Parker from Ginger was best on court, and she led her team to a 2-goal win over Holbrook. So well done to all of those teams as well.
Okay, what about the other grades? We'll leave A grade to last, obviously. Let us know what we can expect with those other grades and how the prelims went on the weekend.
Well, look, in the grand final tomorrow, Howlong will take on Osborne in C Reserve, and in B grade, Osborne will also play Ginger. There's a couple of clubs that have done really well this year. Osborne had 5 teams playing in the grand final. Howlong have 3, and Henty and Ginger both have 2 each. So that's a massive achievement from those clubs. And it should be a great game on the weekend. And we're looking forward to hearing Amy Riley singing the national anthem before Howlong take on Osborne in C grade. And then, definitely the big clash of the day is Osborne will play Howlong in the A grade around 2:30.
Huge result for Howlong. I predicted this could happen. I want to ask you, Carla, does this spell the end of Gindera's dominance as sort of the number 2 in Hume Netball, or do you think they'll be back at it next year?
No, look, I think they'll be back at it next year. It was a great game in the A grade in the prelims game. It was pretty evenly contested throughout the game, and Howlong were up by 5 goals at half time. And Gindera's shooter, Chelsea Burns, she's got a little bit of an injury. She came on at half time and she helped Gindera to a really good fight back in the third quarter, and they narrowed the margin down to 3. But, Howlong just ran out winners in the last quarter, 43 to 33. Howlong's goal attack, Jess Lane, she was awarded best on court for the third finals game by the umpires. She just played beautifully, and she really stood up in the last quarter with some fantastic shooting and movement in the circle. So I think she'll be a really key player to watch in tomorrow's grand final.
Okay. Well, I guess the main question that we have to ask you is, have Howlong already played their grand final, or do you think they'll be fresh enough for this game because it's going to be the game of their lives and Osborne have had the week off?
Yeah, look, Howlong have been, hovering around for the last few years in that third spot, and they've been building for quite a while, and they're really excited to be playing in their first premiership in over 20 years. So I don't think they're going to go out and leave nothing on the court, but, it should be a great game. Osborne are keen to be back-to-back premiers, so anything could happen tomorrow. So, definitely looking forward to seeing the game in action.
Yes, we most definitely are. Well, Carla Fletcher, we're going to have to check in with you again next week to hear all about how the grand finals went on, but we thank you very much for your time today here on the Flow Friday Sports Show. Huge weekend for Hume Netball. Unless there's anything else you've got to update us on, Carla, we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, well, you can probably check out all the action. All in Sports are live streaming all 8 grades on the day, so that's very exciting. And good luck to all the teams, and a big thank you to everyone, our umpires, the netball committee, and all the clubs for all their help and support throughout the finals. So, it should be a great day tomorrow, and best of luck to everyone.
Very well said, Carla. We'll speak to you next week. Enjoy the netball.
Thank you. Thanks, Ellis. Look, I'm